Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2019 Oscatch World Cup. I'm Dolan, joined by JB Hyperion.
Hello, I'm back. I'm still alive. I have more tea. I have delicious oatmeal. Everything is good with the world. How are you, Dolan?
Hanging in there in the early hours of this morning, but some exciting
Early
matches.
hours.
The early hours, all right. Listen, we've had some exciting matches, though, in the first few blocks of this weekend's matches.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we had Hong Kong making an impressive comeback against Taiwan to go through to the semi-final stage the final stage next weekend. Taiwan, unfortunately, being eliminated from that losers bracket, and we also saw France take a few points off of tournament favourites South Korea before eventually succumbing. But they're obviously be in the losers bracket next week. South Korea staying in the upper seed. But hey, Philippines versus Germany, another losers bracket encounter. Two pretty evenly matched teams, I think.
Yeah, two evenly matched teams that I think are both looking out to. They're both looking to really kind of just make themselves known in this tournament and just looking for some strength. I think both these teams are looking for some higher morale, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for both these teams in this match, especially going into the losers bracket and semifinals, because you have to play a day two to make it to finals week.
Yeah, absolutely. And these two teams have both had a little bit of a struggle so far. Germany haven't had the most convincing of victories thus far. They've won a few games. They beat Netherlands 6-3, and they lost to Taiwan 6-3. So not crushing victories or crushing defeats. Philippines lost 6-0 to China, but before that point they were fairly dominant. They beat the UK 6-1 and they topped their group. So both teams with hopefully look to be on the rise. The winner of this match will face the winner of our last losers bracket match, which is Finland versus Mexico, which is going on later today. Both of those two teams look very strong. So whoever wins here wants to win in an emphatic fashion so as not to look vulnerable into going into that match.
Mapping is a thing, folks.
Germany CWC 2019 warm-up. Mapped by Gigas, though, who is, I'm almost 100% convinced is an American mapper.
That is not a German mapper. Apparently the Germans are outsourcing their warm-ups now.
Well, they got to focus on practicing, haven't they?
True.
Tactical decision by Germany.
I'm so excited to see what this map looks like. Oh my lord.
This song is fantastic.
Oh no.
Can you even call this a song?
Oh no.
Imitation of music.
This is not what I need in my ears first thing after waking up.
Hey, this is a decent alarm, honestly. I mean, you're gonna be so scared that you have to turn it off and wake up.
I'm gonna be horrified, dude.
That's the
Dolan,
point
you're
of the alarm.
covering
Can
this
we
one?
start the warm-up, please?
Here we go.
Oh my goodness. This is Monka S.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sour please, dude.
That background is brilliant.
Oh my lord.
This game is amazing, by the way. Like Mario 64. I mean,
Looks like Mario's going to the dentist.
Omega Mario.
What?
If nobody's made that an emote, they need to do that right now.
Yeah, that needs to be
Whilst the warm-ups are going on, someone in Photoshop or something. Oh my goodness, what is this?
Oh.
The lag is real.
Oh.
This is art, ladies and gentlemen.
This is CWC.
Well, we thought CWC wasn't worth watching now that the Netherlands warm-ups wouldn't be played anymore, but this is giving it a run for its money.
Oh wow, the client's actually syncing up.
Gigas in the Twitch chat saying this was a mistake.
Oh no, the audio's totally not in sync.
What are these combos, though?
Well, look at these fruit stacks.
This is nightmare fuel.
What is my life?
I'm so glad I'm listening to this at 10 in the morning and not 10 at night, because I would not sleep after listening to this.
Yeah. If it was PM, I would think I would actually be horrified.
In Ryoku's decided to play Dodge the Beat. Oh, no, now changed his mind again.
Why is this so long, man?
We're not even halfway through.
Oh my.
Oh, we got some
What
off
are
now.
these sound effects? Is it just like a gunshot from CSGO?
I can't tell if that's part of the song or whether it's a hit sound or what.
I have no words.
What? Was that a hit sound of Nana here?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god. I got triggered. Yeah, it was.
Alright, it's over. This was a
Toman, you
good
survived.
match. Great match,
Congrats.
JBH. Excellent match. Point on the board for Germany here, as you can see. I have to go now.
I hope the referee changes this map as fast as possible.
Please. Please.
Gigas being flamed, ouch, that's gotta hurt. Poor dude.
That's toxic.
Is Crowley
Oh my-
actually picking the
oh my
tiebreaker as their
God.
warm-up?
I don't think that's legal. I think it's just Dave putting this map just for the sake of the audience.
Ah, I thought I was gonna pop off there. This is such a cool warm-up.
I mean, they could technically pick the same song, but by a different map.
That's exactly the kind of thing that Crowley would do, I think. Maybe he'll
Map
pick
by
Seasons
Crowley,
1.
but it's a different map of the same
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, if they pick the original Seasons as their warm-up, that would be good. That would be top tier.
I'd be down for some Seasons right now, you know. It's nice to hear some actual music after whatever we just heard. Is this not the right map?
Apparently, it just got uploaded, which is interesting.
Yeah, I see that 2 million beatmap ID. That must be a very fresh map.
What?
This is in the pool as well? What?
This is actually in the pool, but as you can
Well,
see, the
this
difficulty
song-
name. PH Circle Jerk is
Fuming feet, Sinnoh.
Oh my gosh!
What is this?
This is
Philippines,
amazing.
what are you doing?
This is great.
This topic of the PH Circle Jerk was mentioned so many times on the players'
Could
Discord
somebody,
server.
could somebody tell the Philippines that this isn't the mapping World Cup just yet?
I mean, I think we kind of have to make a rule after this. Something along the lines of you cannot pick a warm-up of a song that's already on the pool. Because there's so much things you can do that would not be cool with this kind of scenarios.
I'm just kind of interested to see, like, what do they actually make?
Well, we had Raise My Sword 1000 PP edition with Yair and Roido and some other people, I think, just singing and randomly coughing into the microphone where the hit sounds.
Oh yeah. That's
So-
that's some great mapping right there.
We were talking about the tiebreaker, but they actually did it with a normal pick. Oh my god.
my goodness. This is... I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
No. You think you are, but you aren't.
Oh, but I am. Crowley giving his shout outs to Sinnoh.
Yeah, he's part of their team for the Catch Mapping World Cup.
Oh my goodness.
It's PH feet
It's
Sinnoh.
PH Circumjug is fuming featuring Sinnoh. The top new map in Osketch. Alright, looks like we're finally gonna get a... I don't know what's being talked about in the chat right now, but I am not a fan of
I
it.
think Vincey went to the bathroom and they're waiting for him to return and switch over to the correct blue side. And then Crowley is being his usual self. Wanting to kiss people anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah. Alright. Crowley
Is
will be
there
Crowley.
like a message when you join this stream that it's intended for mature audiences?
Yeah.
Otherwise we might need to ban Crowley.
Viewer discretion advised.
Okay, he's back. We're good.
Alright.
Finally we can get into this one.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, Crowley, this map better be good. Well, let's see what we got for the second warm-up here. The team collab from the Philippines.
So far it looks
Normal.
like a normal map.
This is a trick.
Yeah, wait for the... It's all a debate.
It has to be.
Or is it a reverse bait? Are we expecting the bait so much that that is the bait?
Oh my
The
god.
bait
Maybe
is
this is just a collab of the Philippines made out this map.
It's just a genuine map.
We got
This is not one of the songs
infinitely
that's not one of the songs that's eligible for Catch Mapping World Cup, so don't go getting any ideas.
Is this
So
on
far-
which poll is this song again? Was it on the Nomad poll?
This is no mod, yeah. No mod 3, I think.
Oh no. Okay, here it goes. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it. It's the beginning of the end.
I'm
What?
about to win.
Look how many people missed on that.
That spinner bait was horrible.
Oh my goodness, the spinner bait's so good.
Oh no, it's about to stop.
Oh. Oh my goodness, that's a real cough right there.
What are these hit sounds?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, well,
I'm still waiting for something more. I think we're not gonna see much more out of this one, but you can always hope for an ending.
we can always hope for the Mapping World Cup. Oh, wait.
Philippines. Coughing hit sounds one trick. No points for creativity.
I like how the hints
I love
just
how
keep going.
everyone just starts coughing and dying, and then the
And then the
stream
client
freezes.
starts.
Yeah, it was like, no, I'm too ill. I can't handle this.
It was really funny, like just to see all the clients frozen and just to hear that coughing. Oh, we got a fail, a team fail.
No, he just killed.
Just Kielzu.
We got a fail from Kielzu. Well, all right, so warm-up's finally done.
Yeah, they were a thing that existed. If
That
you want to
existed.
find out more about those, go check them out on your own time, I suppose. But we really need to get into roles and bans and picks.
Some actual match stuff. It's time to bring out the Ganoshi gang. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see these rolls. CWC stands for Cough World Cup.
Right then, boys and girls, let's see what you got. Roll away.
Impress me with your rolling skills.
I predicted 23. And 71. Okay.
Oh! What?
It's a 90. Roido with his great roll prowess continuing.
It's running in the 90s.
An actual gamer moment.
61 for Germany. Decent
the
roll, but not quite up to the challenge.
And Roido gang. Rolling strong. Wait, why is the client loading?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Why is the client loading Marshmallow? Is he still playing the warm-up?
He enjoyed it so much he's doing it again.
He's not, but that's weird.
We're just waiting to see whether Philippines want to pick first or ban first, I suppose.
Yeah, they're gonna have to think.
They're gonna ban first. So what do they want to take off the table?
Let's see what the Filipino players decide to remove here. Mod pools now have 4 maps per mod pool, 4 hiddens, 4 hard rocks, and 4 double times, so more poison to choose from. Yeah, Symphony of the Night.
They can't ban the tiebreaker.
They banned a Crowley map.
The tiebreaker is Symphony of the Night. Dave is saying none of that. They ban AR9DT, which I think is...
Try to ban TB. What's funny is the other team has just now realized, like, the joke.
The AR9DT, I think, is Yonaka Jikaru.
Yeah.
This DT2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The examination map.
I love it when players are helpful, and I have to trawl through massive amounts of map pool notes to find what I'm looking for.
Same. Feels great.
So Philippines are in good spirits. Germany a bit more calm, quiet, and no nonsense.
And now, thinking about this German roster and where they might go with this ban against Philippines, I actually don't really have a clue, honestly.
Philippines have a pretty strong hidden roster, and Germany have looked like they were slightly underperforming in hidden this far this World Cup, but maybe they feel that this pool suits them better, so they don't want to ban anything from hidden. I think Hard Rock is probably a sensible ban for Germany, again, especially on one of the converts if they're not feeling comfortable on a particular Hard Rock pick.
Yeah, definitely. Oh. And once again...
Look, Philippines, you can't... It's not your ban, and even if it was, you can't ban the tiebreaker.
There's so much wrong with what just happened. Maybe Roydo throwing out a nice suggestion for the Germans. They're like, hey, you could ban this.
But they can't. They'll ban Drop Pop Candy. Interesting. So they will take Hidden off the table. But it's AR 8.2 CS5 Hidden.
Yeah, I
with
feel
no
like
hit
that one's
sounds.
a little different.
Even in the South Korea versus France match, I think the highest score we saw on that pick was 820,000. It's very tricky.
Dude.
And also very short, so one miss means that you lose quite a lot.
Well, and I believe that for Chicken Bubble, it's the first time he's ever had a map banned in the World Cup.
Congratulations to him, I guess.
He's a mapper now. He's gotten a hidden target ban. Something you know about.
So Germany's first pick going to be coming up any second now.
I love he just casually dodged it. Like, don't remind me about Fjarliger.
Did you just cough?
Did
That's
I
like
what?
a warm-up, right? Like coughing,
No.
right? What? Oh man, okay, I'm driving insane now.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
I mean, I never really did know.
What happened, Juan?
I just hear the cough. Like someone was coughing.
Nobody coughed.
What? Okay, like I said, I'm driving insane.
Alright, well, apparently the coughs from the warm-up have now infected our studio. And we're just really waiting for this match to kind of get started, actually, because the Germans have picked White Queen here, the FD Fluoride map.
Yeah, it was also first picked in the first match on stream today. Taiwan versus Hong Kong. Taiwan picking that one and winning.
Again, my expectations for this match are kind of like non-existent because I really just don't know how these two teams are going to play against each other. Given that on paper, this seems like it is a very close match, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential like one-sided scoreline either. But I don't know which team would win.
I think both teams have struggled significantly in different parts of this tournament thus far, and neither of them play particularly well from behind. Like chasing a scoreline if they get broken a few times is going to be very difficult for either to come back. So both want to make a strong opening and give themselves that little cushion of advantage.
Well, here we go on to White Queen, the pick from the Germans. So the Philippines will elect to ban first and pick second here. And Roydo actually going to find that early miss. Again, this map just has some patterns that look rather weird, but if you practice are quite simple to hit. I think this is just simply one of those maps in the pool that you really just need to practice.
It's similar to a lot of picks we've seen in previous rounds that don't feature a lot of hyper dashes. Obviously, this one doesn't have any. In that if you overdash one particular pattern, you make the next one difficult or near impossible to hit. So it's all about just changing direction at the perfect right moment as Roydo, Bunrei, and
that's an
Kiel do
entire
a triple
team
miss
miss.
there from Philippines.
Yeah, that's a triple miss from the Philippines. Bunrei going to follow it up. Vinci will be the first miss from Germany. Marmello follows, but Porion is there, and the Germans have one combo there to capitalize on the misses from the Philippines. But Marmello and Vinci still struggling.
Roydo missing again, trading on the side of the Philippines though.
Yeah.
Philippines
again,
just don't quite have the combo needed to take advantage, unfortunately.
Yeah, but Kielzu now is finally going to be able to get a combo above 200 to stop the bleeding. But
Bunrei drops.
Yeah.
Just as Marmello and Vinci are
Oh,
getting
and
up the
Roydo.
combo.
Right as Porion gets up there, as Marmello gets to 200, Porion drops. Porion and Vinci now, but it's Marmello who's at the 200 combo, making a run.
Yeah, we saw this in the Taiwan-Hong Kong game, that as long as a team gets a good advantage early on, this ending doesn't give them too much trouble because the other team will also miss quite a lot as well. Kielzu dropping, Roydo dropping, Marmello dropping. There's just no large combos left, so nobody can take advantage of the other team's missing.
the Philippines never really had anybody with a significant combo. I mean, the highest was you see at 370, and you look at the German side, all three players from Germany achieved at least 400 combo at some point in that map. So obviously going to be more points for Germany here. So 1-0 Germany. Philippines will have a pick.
Yeah, Germany securing any early nerves by winning their opening pick. No break point on offer. Philippines will be looking to do the exact same and keep the scoreline tied at 1 apiece if they can do so.
And we'll see. And as we get back to the map pool, again, there's more maps in the pool now, but still that second ban can kind of make map pools narrow really quickly.
True, but in the kind of best of 13 matches, as we'll see from now on, obviously there's an extra pick in every mod bracket, so it's difficult to ban out a particular mod that you're weak against or that your opponent is really strong against early on. There's a bit more variety in teams to pick from, so picking that one ban is slightly more difficult.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that because in the earlier rounds of the tournament, that comeback ban was so much more powerful because you basically, if the match goes all the way to TB, there's only going to be one map in the pool that's unplayed and unbanned. Every other map is either getting played or banned in that situation when it goes to tiebreaker. So in those earlier rounds, that comeback ban definitely had a lot more power. I mean, it still does hold power, but obviously not as much as it used to.
Well, before we get to that, one team will have to win 3 game points, and at the moment we're only at 1-0.
Yeah, so Philippines still deciding on what they actually want to play here. And it looks like they're going with Kodama.
Yeah, Nomod 6, one of the 2 converts accessible in the Nomod pool, and one of 3 Camellia maps in this semi-finals Nomod pool. This is quite a bit longer at just over 3.5 minutes, and has some really tricky just edge dash into hyper patterns and some very weird slider streams.
Welcome to the Camellia World Cup.
Yeah. Again, this will be one that if one team can secure a good combo early on and build an advantage, it'll give them a huge safety net later on when patterns just become unmanageably difficult.
Yeah, it is one of those kind of convert maps. It's very similar in terms of how the first one kind of played out. Not in terms of map structure, but that same premise that you just said of where the German players, they were able to simply run up combos, all 3 of them at one point, where neither of the Filipino players could really get a sizable combo. That happens again here. Germany are going to be up 2-0. But the Philippines obviously must be a little more confident in this one, given that it's I believe this is their pick.
This is their pick, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, one of these maps was their pick. So here we go, on to the Nomad pick. So this is the Philippines pick. So we still see the same 3 Filipino players in the lobby. And the German roster is the same. No substitutions being made here. But we start the lengthy convert map, 3 minutes, 47 seconds in length. We'll see if the Philippines can get on the board here, or will the Germans be taking a 2-0 lead early on?
Yeah, Philippines with an early advantage thanks to that spin, as Marthmallow is the first drop at 140 combo. Vinci dropping as well gives Philippines a handy advantage coming into this first dubsteppy section. Roydo going to drop, so...
Roydo going to do his best to narrow that out, but yeah, Vinci will also find the second miss as well. So Philippines still with the advantage of 2 FCs to 1. Oh, but that miss, everybody but Poonray holds on, is actually going to really
Triple miss from Germany. Kielzu and Roido both dropping as well. Boonray still with the double S, and Marvmala dropped again, about 30 combo after that also. Big advantage for Philippines right now.
Yeah, Boonray keeping it together for the Philippines at the moment and just really putting in the work. Marvmala with another miss. So Philippines actually going to take quite a handy lead. And there's the triple miss from Germany, completed by Porion and Vinci. And all three Filipino players have 200 plus combos. They are running away with this one.
Yeah, perfect time for the Philippines to take advantage of those misses from Germany. Just the one from Marvmala and then a double miss from Porion and Vinci. Kielzu going to drop for the Philippines, but it's traded by Vinci. No chance for Germany to close the gap yet.
Yeah, no, the Philippines have to just lay in wait and build combo. Vinci really struggling here.
Another double miss on both sides. Roido and Kielzu, Porion and Vinci, but then another triple miss from Germany. They are really struggling to hold a combo.
Oh, but Boonray's down, and there's now actually no really sizable combo on the side of the Philippines.
Yeah, but the advantage is like what? Nearly 200,000 points in favor of Philippines, and there are no combos really on the side of Germany to take advantage. In fact, like Philippines may still even have the combo advantage here with 2 players at 100 combo.
Yeah, they actually may have a slight combo advantage. So they may still be growing that lead ever so slightly, but Germany have to build combos and wait. There's still about a third of the map left. And although a comeback is unlikely, they're going to need to basically, I think, FC all the way to the end to have any chance. I think the Philippines are just one of those teams that you often overlook as a top seed.
Well, they have underperformed fairly significantly in previous years' World Cup. This is their first, like, real appearance in a knockout stage match.
Yeah, and they're playing absolutely beautifully right now. Into the final real key eye of the map here. And unless we see basically a triple miss from the Philippines and a triple hold from the Germans, this is going to go to the Philippines. There's a miss from Vinci.
Yeah. I think honestly it would take more than one triple miss at this point. The score difference is massive. Vinci going to drop a second time there. Slide of Losty just becoming a little bit unmanageable for some of these players now.
Yeah, but Kielzu and Oroido coming in hot with these combos. Boonray right behind him. 600 combo plus for all 3 Filipino players. That's insane.
Wow. What a strike back from the Philippines. 240,000 points, the difference on that one. 1 game apiece. Both teams successful on their opening picks.
The Philippines sending the message. And they take a big point, huge win, 239K. And they tie it up at 1. And so now we wait for Germany's pick.
Porion seemed fairly satisfied at getting under 10 misses on that one, but unfortunately it was still nowhere near enough. Philippines definitely much happier on that one.
Yeah, near the back half of that map, actually all the German players performed pretty well, fairly decently, but the problem was that the damage had already been done. You know, they were already 200k down. And so now the Germans go to work. Do they eye up Hard Rock? No, they eye up Nomad. Nomad 3.
Oh, the warm-up.
Our warm-up.
Yes. So triple Nomad being picked here then for the 3rd map in a row. Maybe they'll exhaust that one and then move on to other things like we've seen Germany do in some of their previous matches. They just want to avoid certain mod brackets until they're absolutely necessary. Yes, you'll be forgiven for thinking that this is tiebreak. This is warm-up again, but no, it is not. This map does not feature the coughing hit sounds.
Yeah, there are no phantom coughs lingering in the background. But this one's for an actual point.
Absolutely, and it's an important one as well. Both teams have shown that they have extreme competence in Nomad.
Yeah, so the Germans are really looking to strike back here and kind of establish some momentum here in the early going, but the Philippines with a brilliant chance to absolutely crush that momentum by taking a break point here. And all the swaps have been done. And Ryoku's in for the Germans. He's coming in for Porion. But no subs for the Philippines here as we get into the third round of our match. Me and you from the Nomad pool. Picked by Germany as we wait for Marmelo and Vinci to load in here. So again, a fairly long map. Again, with these two teams, I really don't know where the advantages of how the advantages of both teams are going to come into play besides the slight, I would say, the hidden advantage for the Philippines. Considering that the Germans do have capable hidden players. But we are apparently having some client issues right now, so we do apologize for that. Looks like we're going to get a little panic button clickaroo. Oh, did the whole lobby actually lag there?
Yeah,
Possibly.
what's happening there? It seems like two players are not like starting the map yet.
Yeah, that was
So-
Marmelo and Vinci.
Mm-hmm.
Good that they can catch that before the map begins, I suppose.
So yeah, we're getting a rematch here. Like we're gonna restart the whole map right now. So should
Yeah,
be good
there's
to
the
go.
MP aboard.
Client's complaining because it wants warm up me and you back instead. This is the wrong version.
It knows. It knows. It just knows. Might be some lag in one of the Filipino players. Bunrai sit replying, I am not lag. I'm not throttled yet. All right, looks like we're going to be getting into it now, finally.
Attempt number 2.
Trying it again, one more time. Yeah, all players loading in now. So, again, Germany's pick on the Nomad here. Me and you. GBH, what are we going to have to look out for in this map?
What are we got to look out for? Who's going to miss first? Because traditionally, teams that have missed first so far in this round haven't cracked under pressure and have gone on to have excellent remainders of the match. It's almost always been a case in the no-mod picks so far in the semi-final stage, where whoever misses first and gives the other team an early advantage, like they always seem to surrender that advantage later on in the map.
They always come back and win it.
I have no factual kind of explanation as to why that is. That's just an observation from the first 2 matches we've seen.
It just happened.
It just
The
is.
Kielzu.
Kielzu. By that logic, Philippines gonna win.
All right. There
Move
you
on to
have
the
it,
next
folks.
one, boys.
So Roydo and Ryoku are going to trade misses here. So it's Marmelo and Vinci against Bunray right now in the FC department. So Germany actually with the advantage right now. Kielzu quickly trying to get back up to 200 combo. Roydo's right there behind him within Ryoku.
Yeah, there's only a 25, 30,000 points is the advantage for Germany right now.
Oh, Bunray.
with a drop though. What a very strange miss from Bunray.
Yeah,
in the off
That's
section there.
actually literally terrible timing for that miss because the Philippines are actually about to stop the bleeding and actually completely freeze that score gap, but now they're going to leak more points over to the German side.
Yeah, that gap is at least 60,000 points now and growing. Everyone has a 200 combo except Bunray.
Yeah, Philippines definitely not out of it, but they're going to need some help from Germany here in the latter stages of this map. And Marmelo and Vitsi hitting that smoothly. The two FCs in the lobby.
Iryoku with the
though.
drop though.
Roydo and Kielsu are going to trade it though on the Filipino side. So it's only Bunray for the Philippines with a 200 combo. Marmelo will drop. That's a big drop and a lot of misses.
Yeah, very much slipping out of the rhythm of those hyper chains there. Vinci's still holding on with just that one or maybe two droplet misses thus far. Just the one,
And
I think.
the Philippines actually pulling it a little closer. Kielsu will miss and slow that down though.
Roydo dropping as well.
Yeah, the Philippines cannot win this map if they keep finding misses like this in the opportune times. Marmelo with a miss, another chance for the Philippines maybe. If they could build some combo.
Though, and the gap is too large.
Yeah, Vinci's still on the FC.
They don't have any
1,000
players
combo.
at 200 combo just yet.
Yeah, Vinci does miss though. I did curse him. But Iryoku is there with 200 combo. Marmelo getting up to 200. So Philippines triple 200 combos now. They could really benefit from a German miss. But I don't think there's going to be enough time.
Not at this point. Nope, the gap is too large. It's actually just over 70,000 at the end.
So Germany take the lead 2-1. And there you go, JBH. Your prediction is not correct anymore.
It has been debunked.
It has been
New
debunked.
evidence has come to light. Vinci with the one miss right at the end there. Great performance from him. It's not a bad
doesn't
performance
work.
by Philippines at any case, but Marmelo with that 700 combo just banked a huge number more points for Germany, and Philippines couldn't catch up at the end.
Yeah, but the Philippines were in it the whole time, though. For the large part, they were never really super far out of it. These are two top-seeded teams. A lot of people that come and watch the World Cup from the modes may see the Philippines and not think they're a good team, but they're a very good team. On par with Germany. But now Philippines with the pick. And now, do you think, JBH, this is the time where we see potentially the Philippines dive into maybe the hidden pool? Because we do know that...
No, we still have 3 hidden no-mod picks available, and I don't think Philippines were entirely outclassed on either of the 2 that they've lost thus far, so they shouldn't feel completely kind of afraid of picking any of the remaining no-mod maps.
Right.
But it is just it does just become a case of who blinks first and decides to go outside that no-mod comfort zone.
Because eventually one of these teams are going to have to make that move.
Well, eventually, if they exhaust the no-mod pool, it's going to be Germany that has to do that first, because they picked first and there are 6 no-mod picks available. Unless Germany lose a point and then they opt to ban the final no-mod pick, but that seems far too risky to lose something just so you can ban an extra no-mod map. Referee Dave trying to shivvy the Philippines players along. They are taking quite a long time to select their picks here.
Yeah, well, you know that's definitely a rule that the referees have been more strict about recently, is making sure that teams do pick within that time limit that they're given. Because we do have a match to run. And 3 minutes is a fair amount of time. But they've picked Evans from the hidden pool, so the Philippines will be the ones to dive headfirst into the hidden pool.
I think this pick has actually been banned in at least one, if not both of the matches so far. So it'll be interesting if this is the first time this could have been seen in semifinals. I'm scrolling back through our previous matches to determine that. It was banned by France first up in their match against South Korea. And it was also... hang on, that's the same match. It was banned by Taiwan in their match against Hong Kong. So yes, this is the first time we'll be able to see this pick.
So getting to see Evans from the hidden pool. I think this is going to be a potentially massive point in this match. because I think these are two teams that are somewhat confident in their hidden lineups.
Yeah, they're confident, but in a different way. Like, Philippines have been in the tournament saying, like, we want to play hidden. Germany, we know they have a strong hidden roster, but for some reason or another, they've been trying to avoid it until the later rounds or the later games in each match. Not quite sure if there's just some tactical decision-making going on there, or whether they don't feel as confident in hidden as we maybe expected them to.
Hey, JBH, guess what?
It's Ganoshi Gang time.
It's Ganoshi Gang time. The Ganoshi Gang out here in full force for this hidden pick. It's Porion, Ganoshi, and Marvmelo for the Germans, and for the Filipinos, Roido, Punre, and Crowley. So Kielzu being subbed out here. Marvmelo will find the early miss for Germany. Crowley will trade it, though. Ganoshi Gang finding a miss. A lot of misses. All the German players are already down. And it's actually Bunre and Crowley, I think, with the most combo.
Yeah, this definitely plays into Philippines' playstyle. They do like that low approach rate hidden slightly more than anything else. It's Ginoshi and Marvmelo. Marvmelo with a huge number of drops there, down to 93% accuracy. Porion down at 94. Ginoshi drops again. Bunre with a drop. Roido with a drop. Crowley has to combo, but he drops immediately.
Yeah,
There are
misses
drops
coming
falling
in.
all over the place.
It's Bunre now with 50 combo. Is it crazy to think that 100 combo here would be so massive? We're
Combo
over
scaling
halfway.
in Score V2 is logarithmic, so like when you're at low combo you score almost nothing, and then it becomes like gradually more consistent the higher you go, up to 200.
Yeah.
Even like a 50 combo is so much better than someone who's only getting to like 20 or 30.
Well, Crowley did achieve 80 combo there for a sec, so put in some points. Marvmelo is there too as well now. Bunre matching him though. Ganoshi now up to 100. Porion and Marvmelo miss.
Triple
Ganoshi
miss
miss.
from Germany though.
Yeah,
Bunre
that's gonna.
drops, but Crowley and Roido still have a decent combo. Roido misses, Bunre misses, but there's no combos on the side of Germany to take advantage.
And it looks like Crowley's going to put in a lot of work here and help seal the deal for his team. Philippines tie it up at 2. Ganoshi is the MVP of the lobby, reaching 700k, but unfortunately his teammates, Porion and Marvmelo, just couldn't keep up. And we're tied at 2.
And the highest combo in that entire match was 127 from Roido. Porion
Roido-
really struggling, not making it past 60.
Roido in the chat instantly states, literally one missed the map before the match.
Well, it doesn't matter that he 8 missed because it was more than enough this time around. A great performance at the end by Crowley to see them through that difficult period at the end, but all around, Philippines just looked way more consistent than the German roster there. Porion in particular really struggling.
Yeah, it looks like we've got the Crowley gang now out here.
So it's 2 games apiece, no break points as yet. Philippines have struck first outside of the Nomad, so that gives them a little bit of an extra kind of confidence window. Somewhere else they can go and secure a point or 2 more maybe, but Germany will pick next. Neither team able to use their comeback ban until the other gets to 3 points, but obviously that's going to be coming up for one of these teams after this next game.
Yeah, we're going to see that coming out pretty soon here. And that's when the real mental games are going to kind of begin between these two teams because, all right, they've done well to win their own picks. 2-2, good spot. Now, how will you use your second ban? That's the big question.
Germany not ready to stray away from Nomad just yet. They're going to stick with Crystallized. Nomad 2, I think.
And Germany says that hidden map did not go the way that we'd planned it. So the Germans now going to pick Crystallized from the Nomad pool. I think this is one of the more popular kind of older maps. Not like old, but
I mean, this
Not
is a
new.
fairly kind of recent map, like all things considered, compared to a lot of the stuff in this pool. It was ranked only kind of 4 months ago, I think. So I don't think
Was it ranked 4 months ago?
it was ranked end of March this year.
Huh. I like the song though. It's a good song.
It's a very cool song. There's a lot of calmer sections in here which can trip players up if they try and kind of rest and relax, because they're just technical enough to be difficult without being like super stressful. But the really difficult parts are going to come here from kind of Minato Yukina's sections in the 2 Ki parts, which have massive like slider velocity changes and huge bursting sections with tap dashing doubles. So here we go, game number 5, very even Stevens at 2 game apiece. Philippines 2, Germany 2. Germany's pick, their 3rd no mod pick in a row. Camellia's crystallized. The longest map in the pool, save for the tiebreaker, I think.
Yeah, coming in at 4 minutes and 23 seconds. AR 9.5 no mod. So here we go through the first 100 combo. Everyone navigating it quite well.
Yeah, nothing obscenely difficult here. Plenty of room for misses if you're exceptionally nervous, but looking like all these players have just about settled through that phase. 200 combo up on the board for everyone, scores still dead even.
These players are going to be able to get nice and cozy here. Until they get into this.
This is still not the most difficult part, but Marvel and Vinci both dropping there.
Along with Roido.
Yeah, the anti-flowing little triple bits there.
Yeah, so Philippines will take a lead. 2 FCs to 1. Vinci with another miss. Roido trading it back. So still a 1 miss game here. The Philippines in the lead with Bunrei and Kielzu. The Germans, it's in Ryoku holding up the 1 FC. Oh, you've also just got to nail those stacks at the right location from that hyper dash.
Missing on any of those is guaranteeing a fail almost. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to recover, but you don't want to be missing that much combo and score.
It's going to do a lot of damage, but the Philippines still, it's only a 1 miss game, about 20k. So this is still very close. The Germans are keeping it very close. That's exactly what they have to do. They can't afford to give up a break point, but Vinci will find the miss, and there's no trade on the Filipino side. Still, the 2 FCs from Bunrei and Kielzu are holding strong. Roido has recovered quite well.
Yeah, FC's well over 1,000 combo now.
Yeah. But still, we're just now approaching the halfway point. So it's a 2 miss game. Plenty of time for the Germans.
Everyone will be nervous here, knowing that the song is so slow, but the approach rate being quite high means that if you're on the wrong side of the screen and you have to react, then you could easily miss, and this is absolutely the place you do not want to miss.
No, yeah, you got to be paying attention at all times here. Because of this AR, this map keeps you just on your toes. But Vinci's the one who's struggling.
He slightly overdashed that slider stream.
And everybody else hit it. That's insane. But it's now a 3 miss game in favor of the Philippines heading into the final third of the map.
Anti-flow gets seriously punished.
Vinci again.
Kielzu trades with another miss from Vinci, though Roido drops.
And Kielzu again. That's a bigger miss from Kielzu. So here come the Germans now narrowing that score gap. Kielzu's consistently missing and can't seem to recover. But Bunrei is still holding steady for the Philippines. Roido's trying to recover. Kielzu's trying.
Roido drops though. They really could not afford that miss.
Yeah, here come the Germans right back into it. At the end, Inryoku, big miss though.
Germany were just about to take the lead, and that drop from Inryoku has stalled the momentum.
Stalled the momentum, but still kept the chance there in the ending here. The Philippines still cannot afford any misses whatsoever.
Philippines are still slowly eking out that advantage, but there's not a big advantage to go. The ending is very calm, and there's a long spinner at the end.
Bunrei's missed! Bunrei's missed!
That's
Bunrei's
tragic!
missed! And then Ryoko's at 200! Is there enough time for the Germans?
There's
Wait,
so
oh
little
my
combo
goodness!
left.
The
Oh
spinner at
my
the end, though.
goodness!
The spinner?
Marvelous missed! Marvelous missed! Marvelous missed!
Marvelous has just dropped the game for Germany.
Oh
Bunrei-
no!
Bunrei had thrown away the break point, but Marvelous throws it right back. Germany cannot overcome this gap on the spinner.
No, and that's gonna be it. That's a break point. 3-2 Philippines.
Oh, that is heartbreak
11K.
for Marvelous. He
It'll
is
be
going to be kicking himself for that miss. That was a nothing miss.
11K.
I guarantee you that 100 times out of 100, he would never miss that in a normal game. That is
I
what the pressure
cannot
of the World
believe
Cup
that.
semi-final does to you. That was another fantastic match on Crystallize. This map already proving an excellent pick for the semi-finals. We had Hong Kong overcoming a spinner battle against Taiwan, and now we see two almost impossible misses.
Yeah,
from
First of all, the miss from
excellent
Bunrei.
players.
Yeah,
But
the
that
miss-
would have been an FC. That would have been
Bunrei
an
was
FC.
Yeah, he was FCing, by the way. And then his one miss gives Germany a chance to win it. And then Marshmallow also finding this in the calmest of sections. And we even pointed that out earlier in the match that because of the approach rate, if you're not constantly ready, paying attention, you can get caught out by a fruit on the opposite side of the screen. And you might miss that timing if you're not paying attention. And that's what happened to Marshmallow just at the very end. Wasn't quite fully paying attention. Probably had relaxed a bit since it was a slower section of the map. Unfortunate miss.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Germany, but they get a chance to ban. And maybe luckily for them, it's not their pick next. So they have a little bit of time to regroup and reconsider. Like, whatever Philippines pick next, if they feel they can swap someone out, Marshmallow can take this game out, calm his nerves, go do something else, either play a new map and practice that, or just take a drink, take a rest, or whatever. Because he needs to resettle. He can't go into the next game with that on his mind, because even the best players in the world can really start to struggle when they get put under pressure like this. Like, everyone's saying, like we even said it, like, it was an easy section that he would never miss in a normal game, but this is no normal game. This is a World Cup semi-final.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the pressure just got to him, and that's unfortunate. But as you said, Germany does have that opportunity now where they can take some time, ban a map out, and focus on trying to get this break point back in the Philippines. Because if Germany can take a break point here and tie this game up, then all's good.
That's exactly the mentality they have to have. They're like, okay, Philippines broke us, we can break back then. No problem, don't worry about it.
But now for the Philippines, it's where do we go to ensure that this point sticks on the board and that we have a 2-point lead? And Mirage Garden hidden, I was about to bring that up.
Dave asked Germany if they wanted to ban and also said Philippines can pick in the meantime, and Philippines thought, okay, it's our pick. And they both selected Mirage Garden at the exact same time.
Oh no!
Germany electing to ban it and Philippines electing to pick it at the exact same time.
Wow.
That's why you wait for the other team to ban before you pick. I mean, I think it was so close. Like, that wasn't a reaction ban for Germany.
Roy says I typed first.
I mean,
I don't
let's
think
be
that
honest.
matters.
If it was a reaction ban from Germany, then so be it.
Yeah, if it was a
You
reaction
have to-
ban, they're
Because the thing is, one
perfectly
thing that
entitled to do that. The
one
rules
thing that-
clearly state that
Yeah.
the team has to ban first.
So that's the thing is, some of these teams with this new rule, like early in the group stage we saw, would forget that the other team gets a ban, and they would just act like they would just say a map, like they thought it was their next pick. Like, okay, I'm just gonna say this, and then they're like, oh wait, they have a ban,
Can't
and then they
even
just
switch
ban it.
off. You can't even switch off, even in the lobby. It looks like Germany are going to ban a Mirage Garden, but Philippines are going to stick with Hidden and pick Alt Mirabelle.
There was less
So-
than a second in between both of the messages, and Germany
Wow.
got it first, though.
Any favoritism
Yeah.
from referee Dave for having his map selected? Oh, Dave says shit map, so maybe not. So, Philippines going to stick with Hidden, even though Mirage Garden was banned.
Wow, that was a funny situation. But you've got, I mean, that's actually kind of a little bit of a mistake. Even though Germany would have abandoned it, you still don't want to say the map that you guys plan on picking when the other team has a ban.
No, thankfully, they came in at the exact same time, so it wouldn't have mattered either way. But it's a lesson to everyone, like, don't let your guard down in the lobby. You still need to be paying attention to the referee's instructions. Because if you throw away something like that you want to pick next, then hey, that's a free ban for the other team if they have that ban available. Who won versus France versus Korea? Korea won 7-2 in that match.
So now it's on Mirabel, and again for the Philippines, they're really looking to hammer home this advantage. This 2-point advantage will be so massive for them. The Germans are just looking to break their pick at all costs here.
Yeah, we did say, or I said earlier on, that I think this team definitely favors the team that gets in the lead first, because both of them have struggled when coming from behind. If Philippines can take victory in their own pick here and go to 4-2, Germany are on such a back foot. They have to win like almost all of their own picks and break something else back, and that puts so much pressure on them.
A lot at stake here.
Reconnecting to the tournament server, I think.
Yeah, having some technical difficulties. All the fun stuff.
I want to see how many people fail in the last Ki. Mean map pool selector.
Oh man. Well, here we go. On to Hidden from the Philippines, looking to take a 2-point lead. Germany looking to tie it up. So Vinci, Marmelo, and Porion for the Germans, Roydo, Bunre, and Crowley for the Philippines.
Lots of BPM changes at the beginning of this one, which is going to test our players' reactions, especially with Hidden. Sometimes very subtle, sometimes very obvious.
Important to get this opening rhythm down in Hidden. It's very important to get comfortable early.
Yeah, a few droplet drops from Crowley, but nothing too dramatic to swing the scoreline.
Crowley with a miss.
With the first drop, though, just over 200 combo. Germany take the lead.
Yeah, so that's exactly what the Germans wanted to do. Crowley found a few droplet misses, and then a miss. Roydo has found a few droplet misses as well, but is holding that full combo. Vinci also found a few droplet misses with Marmelo. Porion and Bunre are the only SSs.
Droplet misses aren't going to play too much in the story. As Vinci with the first drop for Germany. If
So that's
Philippines can hold,
up.
that brings the scoreline back into Philippines'
But
favor.
Marmelo
Vinci
missed
and
Crowley.
Now it's definitely in Philippines' favor.
Yeah, but it's not by a full miss because of the Crowley trade, and he's missed again. So Germany may still be in this. Porion will trade with Crowley again, though.
No FCs left on the side of Germany now. Still two, Bunre and Roydo, full comboing. Bunre still with a double S on the side of Philippines. Crowley struggling to build a combo is keeping the score difference small, but Philippines definitely have a slight advantage here.
Oh, miss everybody except Bunre! Bunre is held on!
5 misses. Bunre the only person holding on. Only 1/4 of the map to go.
Yeah. And Germany were so close. They really wanted this break point, but the Philippines are looking really good as Marmelo finds another miss. Crowley's holding on as Vinci and Porion fall. It's a triple miss for Germany. Crowley's down. Marmelo will complete it. Roydo recovers beautifully.
And then misses. But Bunre is storming away with this one. This man cannot be stopped.
Yeah, as long as Crowley
Everyone
doesn't
is falling
fail.
around him.
And that's no fail from Crowley. He keeps it together. And it's 4-2 Philippines.
What a performance from Bunre. Double S on a hidden map with like lots of wiggling, BPM changes. That's a ridiculous performance from Bunrei.
A semifinals SS on hidden. Impressive stuff. Bunrei gang in the chat. What a performance from now the Philippines own a 2-point lead. Things are looking pretty good for them right now. And now they're at the point where Germany's back's against the wall here, and they really absolutely have to win this pick because then the Philippines just start to run away with it.
Yep. Like, even if they play evenly now, Philippines will eventually beat them to 7 points. They have to win on their own picks, and they have to break something now. There's so much pressure on Germany here. They've not performed badly this match by any means. They've just not had tiny little things go their way, and they can't let that get to them. What could be going through the minds of Germany's players now? Even if they win something, Philippines get another ban. And Germany haven't been outside of Nomad or kind of hidden for their own picks yet. I think they have to take a bit of a gamble and pick something that hasn't been done yet, because what they've done so far, they've won, but they've not been able to, like, outperform Philippines consistently. They have to take a risk and find something else, because just continuing to play Nomad is not going to win them this match.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, you need 7 points to win, so obviously Nomad's good, but you, at some point along the road, you have to kind of go into another mod pool and establish dominance, establish some confidence so that you can get basically the points you need to win the match.
Even if Germany pick Nomad again here and win, Philippines get another ban, and they can just say, okay, well, there's only like one Nomad map left, we'll ban it. Then you force Germany to pick something else. I think Germany needs to take the initiative here and say, we're not going to be forced on something we don't want to do. Like, we're going to take a bold step.
It's more of, hey, let's try something now, so that if it sticks, we're not completely, in a terrible situation when they ultimately get to use their second ban and ban out that last Nomad. We're not left alone, without anything. Grief and Malice, the pick.
Hard Rock it is. The only problem here is if this backfires, Philippines are just like, oh, we can play Hard Rock and win now. So there's so much pressure on Germany to win this.
Yeah,
if they lose, the game is so out of their control.
Yeah, if they lose, it's basically going to be really hard for them to run it back.
I think they are doing the right thing, though, by going outside of Nomad. I really like that they haven't given up, that they're choosing bold picks, they're playing outside of their comfort zone, and they're taking risks.
And they do have a player like Inryoku and Vinci on their team, so they have Hard Rock players.
Oh, absolutely, they have the players to perform at this level, but do they have the mentality? Do they have the nerves?
I'm actually quite surprised that it's taken them this long to pick Hard Rock.
Philippines are a very strong Hard Rock team in their own right, so being good at something isn't necessarily enough at this stage. You have to be good, and you have to be better than your opponent, who are also very good. There's lots of Kiars coming out in the chat already, and we haven't even started the map yet.
Oh my goodness.
Are you going to give us your best Kiar in the middle, Doland?
How about no?
Krijibo gave us a very manly Kiar.
Kia?
It was a bit more kind of enthusiastic than that, but sure. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, you want me to act like I care?
You mean you don't care? You don't care about the Catch World Cup semi-final?
Yeah! There you go.
That sounded like a Protag anime kind of power up.
Yeah,
screen.
That's what Germany's got to be feeling. That's what they gotta run in like that.
That sounded so much like Citron, actually. Now that I think about it.
Shout outs to my inspiration, Z-Trot. The OG
god. Early miss from one of the Philippines players there.
Yeah, Porion also gonna find a miss
My
as well.
screen has turned a lovely shade of black, but has now come back. Yeah, Bunrei with a miss, Inryoku with a miss, and Porion with a miss slightly afterwards as well. It's 2 FCs to 1.
Bunrei with a
and
miss
Kielzu
though.
versus Vinci.
Oh, and Kielzu. Royno, triple miss for the Philippines. Here comes Germany. They're gonna take the lead
No
instantly.
combos left on the side of Philippines.
And Inryoku almost up to 200. Vinci with a miss. Royno will trade it. Vinci's down yet again though.
But Roydo
Kielzu.
and Kielzu have both dropped.
Yep. The trades are
Bunrei,
coming
only
in.
combo left on the side of Philippines.
And Bunrei now up to 200. But he needs help.
This is what Germany need to do. Build an advantage, and then there's less pressure on them.
Yeah, Germany have to absolutely run away with it, and they're doing a really good job of that right now.
Kielzu and Roydo both back up to 200 combos, so the gap has settled, but it's pretty large, about 70,000 points at this point, I think.
Yeah, it's
They need
quite the
multiple
score lead.
misses from Germany here.
Oh, Kielzu
with
missed
the
that
drop, though.
whole stream! He's failed.
He has failed. He's going to recover, but that was a huge score drop.
That
for
was...
Kielzu.
That was a...
Porion dropped to
Yeah!
Germany.
That was terrible. But he does miss again. It's insane how in Hard Rock, how fast your health just goes to 0 the second you just start missing like just a few notes.
Germany have just got to hold on here. The ending isn't like incredibly difficult compared to some of the other parts of the map they played as Kielzu drops again.
Yeah,
If they
Germany...
can avoid kind of cataclysmic implosion at the end here, they should have secured this point. They'll stay in this match.
Yeah,
Cataclysm
Germany,
implosion.
absolutely.
I love.
150,000 points the difference.
Yeah, Germany have a huge lead right now. As long as they don't fail, they're going to be taking home this point and staying in this match. And this is so important for Germany because now they're going to be feeling confident on Hard Rock. And this,
They're going to win a third point.
yeah, this isn't just a win. This is a pretty big win. A win to like really put the win back into your sails. But Porion with a miss, Vinci with a miss, Inryoku, the only combo. Kielzu did miss as well with
Yeah,
Bunrei.
Kielzu and Bunrei both missed, so it was a 2-for-2 trade. It's still Roydo versus Inryoku. That
That was-
score difference is not budging.
Yeah, that opportunity kind of squandered there, but there's not enough time.
Even if Philippines hadn't missed there, the score difference was far too massive.
Oh yeah.
That's a convincing victory for Germany. Very well played to hold their nerve, and they've smashed this mod pool wide open.
Yep.
Philippines will get to select another ban, but at this point, there's still 3 Hard Rock picks available. Like, they can't ban all of them.
Yeah, and now Philippines have to be thinking, do we actually need to ban Hard Rock?
That was such a good point to win for Germany. They've really given Philippines something to think about now. But Philippines aren't even
Marionette.
bothered. They're manning Marionette instantly. That hasn't swayed their opinion at all. Philippines banning no mod.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think that
Inryoku
takes
with the
pretty
2
much
miss.
everything off the table as far as no mod is concerned. I think Amor de Verão might still be available. I don't think that was banned at the start. Oh, we got some DJ client
DJ
going
client?
on there. Yeah, Marionette has been the ban for Philippines as Germany have secured their 3rd point. So Amor de Verão, the only pick left in the no mod pool, no mod 5. Hidden pool exhausted. Hard Rock pool has 3, Double Time pool has 3, and apparently Philippines have picked the tiebreaker. I'm not sure how they managed that one.
They impress me every time. But they're going for the last no mod.
Philippines banning no mod but picking the other no mods. So that's an interesting decision from them. Obviously they just don't feel confident on Marionette at all, but they do feel more confident on this one. This is a convert which is much more in the style of Kodama that we saw earlier, where Philippines performed very well. So maybe their convert performance, they just feel it's a level above Germany's. But if Philippines lose this one and it goes to 4-all, we have a Hard Rock and a Double Time pool that are blown wide open, that are almost untouched for the remaining kind of up to 4 picks. Camellia number 3.
Camellia number 3.
with Camellia World
no
Cup.
mod pool.
Yeah, the no mod pool is 1/2 Camellia this round, which is quite ridiculous, really.
So the Germans deciding on their final member, and it's going to be, well, Marmelo comes in, but then Inryoku comes out. So now we've kind of reached the halfway point in this match.
Yeah, 7 games completed, and well, if we go to tiebreaker, then it will be 7 more, or 6 more even. But
Probably 6, yeah.
yeah,
Final score 7-7. How?
can't do maths. Need more tea.
Need more tea.
I think if I have any more tea, it will impede my ability to do any kind of rational thinking. As
You've
much
had
as I would like more.
your brain will just become a
caffeine
tea.
shaking.
Your brain will just become like a Lipton tea bag.
Lots of love being shown between the two teams. Good to see. But they have to have that ruthless instinct right now because this could still go either way. Philippines were looking like they had the advantage and were going to run away with this one, but Germany still got plenty of fight, plenty of fuel left in the tank. And we saw this in the previous match, that Taiwan were 4-2 up and then Hong Kong made an impressive comeback. Could Germany be doing the same now?
Could be on. But remember, Germany still have to break the Philippines at some point as misses come in across the board from Roido, Kielzu, and Inryoku and Porion. It's Marmelo against Bunrei.
Huge number of misses from Kielzu in particular there. They're just totally missing one of those buzz sliders.
Yeah, but Porion will follow it up with a second miss, and that's going to actually help the Philippines out here a little bit.
They're eking out the tiniest advantages. Marmelo is going to drop, is going to extend that lead.
Yeah,
Roido up to 200,
Inryoku
but
right as he gets to 200.
Bunrei dropping at the same time though. Bunrei and Kielzu both dropping. Inryoku dropping. Roido is the only 200 FC, but Germany slight combo advantage here with Marmelo and Porion.
Yeah, Porion now up to 200 is going to be negating that, and now Marmelo with a slight combo advantage. Halfway through, Germany need a break point. They're looking for it.
That advantage is so tiny.
Oh, Inryoku with a miss.
the drop though.
Yep. So Philippines gonna grow that lead. Kielzu's almost up to 200.
Bunrei is as well.
Yep. They've recovered,
This
and
could
now they're
still
gonna
be
grow it.
decided by one drop person, I think.
Yep.
go either way.
Philippines. Oh, Inryoku and Kielzu will trade. Germany need to see another miss from Philippines.
Yeah, trading isn't going to do anything. Philippines have the advantage here.
Kielzu with a
drops
big
again,
miss. Big miss. Marmelo will trade, but Kielzu had a huge miss. Oh,
Kielzu trading with
Roido and
Porion
Kielzu
again.
together with
Roido drops as
Porion.
well though.
Yeah, so it's a double miss on the side of the Philippines. Bunrei is there, but Inryoku's now at 200. Marmelo trying to bring it back, but there's not enough time, and the Philippines will hold on to their 2-point advantage. 5-3.
30,000 points the difference. Kielzu really struggled towards the end there. Great inconsistency from Germany, but just slightly beaten out by Philippines that time. Roido with a great combo, 632. Good performance from him.
Yeah, the Philippines players, I mean, specifically Bunrei and Roido really stepped up big this round. I think it was just, I don't think it was Porion and Marmelo. They played good. It was just the timing of their misses.
Yeah, really unfortunate from the German roster there. Just almost able to keep up, but ever so slightly behind the curve throughout.
Yeah, it's not that they were missing a ton. They were just getting to like 200 and then missing at a constant rate.
So 5-3 to Germany. The advantage of 2 games still stands. Germany still need to find a break point from somewhere. But I think they can confidently go back to the Hard Rock pool. They won their previous pick fairly convincingly, and there's still plenty on offer. Philippines now, well, both teams forced off of the no-mod pool because Philippines did a double take there, banning one and picking the last. Maybe they've got something up their sleeve.
We'll have to wait and see. It's only Hard Rock and Double Time left. There's no
3
hidden,
picks
there's no
available
mod.
in both.
Yeah, no hidden, no mod. And so it's going to kind of take a few skill sets out of this, considering that it's just basically a Hard Rock and DT match now. Eventually, we're going to have to see DT played. So we're still waiting on the third German player here and the pick.
Yeah, both very critical components in a World Cup match. And again, Dave is shivvying them along. They're almost out of time.
Yeah, players be advised, you do not want to mess around with the referees on that time limit. So
And it's going to be
here's the pick.
Mushikui Sakeda rhythm from the Hard Rock pool. I'm not sure we've seen this one thus far in the semifinals pool.
And it's going to be Kaganame Rin coming in.
He's definitely a Filipino player. Vinci needs
Yeah, I
to
was like,
swap to the German side.
I recall that being a Filipino player. Vinci and Kaganame. Oh no, wrong sides here.
Roido saying time to sight read, too lazy to practice this one. Well, that could come back to bite them.
Who? Roido's sight reading?
Well, that's what he seems to say. Time to sight read, for real, too lazy to practice this one.
Oh boy. Well, at least he's honest about it.
This is true. Or maybe it's all reverse psychology.
Maybe,
Get Germany
could
to feel
be.
confident that actually, oh whoops, I can SS this map on command.
My goodness. That would be absolutely brutal. So Vinci not wanting to load in. Come on, Vinci. Let's...
We know you wanna.
It's Hard Rock. There we go. Little panic button clickaroo. Fixes everything. Well, here we go. Vinci with an early miss along with Porion. So 2 early misses on the German side. Gonna give the advantage to the Philippines.
In
Ryoku.
dropping as well. All German players have missed. Definitely not what they would have wanted out of their pick.
Yeah, but Bunrei is going to find the first Filipino miss. So it's going to slow the growth for the Philippines a little bit, but they'll still be taking home the advantage from the 3 German misses. But also, 2 of those German misses were before 200.
And there's another double miss from Germany now. Kaganami missing as well, and again. But Roido still holding that double S. I'm eager to see if he's bluffing about that sight read argument.
Yeah, Bunrei with a miss
very
though.
strong right now.
Yeah, Roido being negated by Inryoku right now. It's just a battle of the bottom 4 at this point, which Germany is winning. Bunrei with a miss. And, oh, Kaganame Rin Roido, that's a triple miss from the Philippines. Here comes Germany with 3 200-plus combos, but 2 of them instantly die.
Yeah,
Vinci is the only one.
Multiple triple misses from Philippines there. That is definitely going to impact their score. They don't have the perfect ability to build on that advantage to Germany. As a double miss from Germany. That shrinking gap. Inryoku dropping, Kaganami dropping, Roido, Vinci both dropping. It's Bunrei versus Porion. And they only have 100 combo each.
Still very close.
Inryoku,
Kaganame.
Sorry, Inryoku, yes, drops. Bunrei drops, Vinci drops.
Roido drops. Porion still holding. It's Porion with 200. Nobody else with 200. Vinci with a miss. He's got to get that HP up a little bit.
Yeah, Vinci's HP dropped very low there. Porion with the 300 combo. Inryoku about to hit 200. No combos on the side of Philippines. This gap is still growing Bunrei dropping several times. His
Bunrei's failed.
Bunrei's failed.
Yeah, and Roido, right as he gets to 200, is going to miss together with Kaganame Rin and Bunrei. That's another triple miss. And Porion. The Porion gang.
Both dropped, that Porion is still holding. 500 combo nearly coming up. 150,000 points the advantage for Philippines. They really need a fail from Germany right now.
Oh my goodness, Porion. Out here carrying. And Germany are going to stay in this match a little bit longer. Vincey with a miss though, gotta keep that HP up. The only way Germany can lose this is with a fail. But it looks like the Germans are gonna hold on, and Porion's gonna come through with 700 combo.
Great performance from Porion after that shaky early start. Like, 6 miss from Roido on what apparently was like a sight read is very impressive. Bunrei never making it to 200 combo on that one. Surprising from him. That's going to be a big win for Germany. They hold
My
their
goodness.
5-4.
Porion. Mein Jung. Look at this boy go. A 4 miss from Porion. Honestly, that's crazy. He comes out with a 700 combo in the back half of the map to help secure the point for Germany, keep him in the match. And no Filipino player could really hold consistency there, aside from Roido, who would occasionally build up combos. But his teammates just were not having it.
Philippines still get a chance to pick next. They are still 1 point to the good, but their no-mod pool has been exhausted, their hidden pool has been exhausted. Hard Rock has been good for Germany so far, 2 wins out of 2. So they either play something that they have lost twice at, or they have to go for double time now. There is no other option.
And the thing is, like, the tables of, even though Philippines have a 1 point lead right now and they're trying to maintain that 2 point lead, the tables have actually kind of been turned here. Because now there's only 2 mod pools, Hard Rock and Double Time, and Germany have been the superior Hard Rock team. You're basically kind of forcing the Philippines to pick Double Time. So this game actually very close.
Philippines taking their sweet time deciding now. Germany have spent a long time strategizing, and now Philippines realize that they can't make any rash decisions either. Saturnalize. Philippines are going to pick Hard Rock.
Wow.
After losing twice on Hard Rock, Philippines are just going to say, nope, we can do this.
If you think about it, though, if the Philippines are able to take this point, they really kind of put Germany in a weird spot. Being down, they would be down 6-4, match point for Philippines, Germany with the pick, and they just lost a Hard Rock and have to either pick the last Hard Rock or double time.
The only kind of difference, really, that I can see why Philippines have maybe picked this is it's a much shorter pick than either Mushikui or Grief and Malice. Maybe they're hoping that they've practiced this one enough to stay consistent and hoping that Germany will make a few key misses that will give them the victory.
I mean, yeah, that's always possible. But this is ultimately probably the best move for the Philippines. I mean, it's the riskiest because if they lose this, they're in a really weird position.
Yeah, unless Philippines really don't feel comfortable on double time, this is a very risky selection for them, and it could backfire massively.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And if it does backfire, it'll have serious ramifications. Because the one thing the Philippines have had on Germany throughout most of this match is that breakpoint advantage that they got early in the match and maintained.
This again is exactly what we saw from Hong Kong versus Taiwan, though. Taiwan had the breakpoint early on, and Hong Kong just made a late surge and won like 3 or 4 maps on the bounce to take that victory. Could we see Germany do the same?
So Kaganame Rin and Inryoku will throw on Hidden with the Hard Rock. Marvmello is coming in for the German side. It's Bunrei and Roido. With Kaganame Rin for the Philippines, it's Inryoku, Marvmello, and Porion for the Germans.
Kaganame failing their massive amount of drops.
Yeah,
Porion missing, Marv dropping.
That's really interesting. So the Philippines actually with the advantage slightly due to the early misses. Porion and Marvmello will double miss for Germany. Inryoku, that's a triple miss for Germany at the start. And the Philippines, this may have worked out for them. Kaganame Rin with a miss. Porion will trade it. Kaganame once again, but Bunrei and Roido now up to 200 combo.
Yeah, Kaganame Rin really struggling on this. This is so much pressure on Bunrei and Roido to carry here. The advantage is in Philippines' favor because none of Germany is holding a full combo.
Yeah, but if Bunrei and Roido find misses, it's instantly going to go back to Germany because Kaganame Rin is struggling. Also, Kaganame Rin has to pass this map. Can't fail it. Bunrei with a miss. It's all on Roido now. And the Germans now are going to close the gap a little bit. Bunrei with a second miss. Inryoku and Marvmello at 200 combo. Inryoku with a miss. Porion is there, though.
Inryoku several times now.
Roido misses,
no
though.
combos left on the side of Philippines.
Kaganame Rin's
smaller and smaller.
Yeah, but
Marvmello
Marvmello
dropping though.
And Kaganame Rin is going to stop the bleeding and start negating Porion and actually give the advantage back to the Philippines.
This is actually a fantastic comeback from Kaganame Rin. He struggled so much at the start of this pick.
Yeah, and now he's...
Inryoku drops. Porion, the only combo left as Marvmello drops again.
But Kaganame Rin is dropped right as Bunrei gets to 200 though. So Philippines still in it. Oh, Marvmello's dropped. Bunrei holding for the Philippines. And Roido will get to 200 as the Philippines clinch their 6th point. They're 1 point away from the top 8.
My eyes did not break from Kaganame Rin's health bar on that one because if he had failed the ending, that would have been swinging straight back to Germany. But he did a really miraculous recovery. Great performance by him. Roido with just a 1 miss though as well. Great as performance as well. Porion with the highest combo, but they're just not able to maintain that end. That start really screwed them over. And then Marvmello had a fairly horrid ending, unfortunately. 6-4 to the Philippines. Match point. Germany can pick next, but there's only one Hard Rock map available. If they win, they force double time.
Yeah.
Germany are still well and truly in this.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be seeing that final Hard Rock map from Germany.
No. Inryoku selecting my show from the double time pool.
Huh.
Obviously, Germany not feeling confident on imprinting that last Hard Rock pick. This is a very interesting selection from Germany. Germany, a team that so far in the tournament, we've seen them play ultra conservative until their backs are right up against the wall, and then they pick out that weird play, picking out that mod pool that they've not selected thus far, and we have no idea what they're capable of. This could be that moment.
Yeah, and again, Philippines, it was a big moment where they kind of shook up the match by picking Hard Rock against Germany and winning. Germany are now trying to do basically essentially the same thing to the Philippines, where although the Philippines aren't known for being a double-time team, they're looking for an unconventional pick that's going to shake up the match, shake up people's expectations, and get a win and kind of reset the morale before it goes into that final round before potential tiebreaker. So the strategy is understandable from Germany, but at the same time, if it backfires, it's literally their tournament lives over.
Yeah, I think both options, either picking the last Hard Rock and forcing Philippines onto DT, would have been viable if they were very confident on imprinting. I think if Germany win this one and Philippines are like, well, we don't care, we're confident on imprinting, so we'll just win 7-5. Like, this is the more interesting strategy from Germany, but I'm not sure if it was the wise one, unless they don't feel confident on imprinting at all. But it's going to get picked for them next anyway, if that's the case.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
if Philippines win and prove that they can play DT, it doesn't matter that there are DT picks remaining because Philippines win 7-4. If Germany win this one, Philippines are like, okay, well, we can do Hard Rock. We'll just play that. I think Germany really have like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's a very unenviable situation here. Like, they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. So they're just going to give it their best shot, try something completely different, and say that they gave it their all. I'm not saying they're out of this one, but Philippines definitely have a good hand close to their chest.
Yeah, I have to agree with you 100% right there. Philippines have basically kind of a stronghold on this map. And for Germany, it's best to just kind of not think about it too much and just pick one of them. Because ultimately, in the end, it doesn't really matter. It just kind of boils down to pick the map you think your team's going to be best at. That's the best shot of winning and just go for it. So Porion, the only one with hidden. So this is double time from Germany. This is my show, the K-pop pick. Marmelo with the early miss.
Marmelo with another drop there as well early on. Definitely going to give Philippines the early advantage as everyone else hits 200 combo, but Porion drops right before 200 combo. Marmelo drops again. Bunrei drops as well, but it's still 2 FCs to 1.
Yeah, Bunrei with a second miss is going to follow it up here, but Kielzu's going to trade that, and Marmelo with a miss will trade it right back. So it's Roido and Inryoku. Porion is there as well with supporting combo.
Roido has dropped.
Yeah, that's a big drop.
Only 4 combo left, and Porion has 200 combo as well.
Yeah, Marmelo's struggling, but his teammates are keeping it up and keeping Germany in this.
Yeah, importantly, Kielzu's back to 200 combo. Roido's not far behind. Marmelo really struggling here.
Yeah, he's the difference maker. Philippines going to gain some more points as we're halfway through. Germany's tournament life is on the line here. But excellent recovery from Marmelo. Now they're in position if the Philippines do miss. But Porion's the one that finds a miss. And now Germany are in dire straits. But Roido misses right before the ending of the break.
Philippines know they have an advantage, though. Philippines know they have a 90,000 point advantage here, and only 1/3 of the map to play. It is theirs to lose at this point.
Yeah, but they know Germany are still clinging to life because of that miss from Roido. They're not completely out of it, but they're really need something to happen. Marmelo with a miss, that could seal the deal. Because Bunrei and Kielzu are looking quite consistent.
Inryoku's dropped as well. Porion the only combo left. Marmelo dropping again. Porion can't do this on his own.
Kielzu will find a miss, but I think it's far too late. The damage has been done. Roido's at 200 and Bunrei is still at 750. Marmelo will find yet another miss, and there's not enough help being given to the Germans here. Roido will miss, but Bunrei is holding consistently. And unless there's a fail, it's over. And that is going to do it. The Philippines are going to be moving on. They remain in the top 8. They're guaranteed top 8, and they'll play for a spotted finals week tomorrow. Philippines win it 7-4 over Germany.
Great performance from Inryoku on the side of Germany there with just that one miss and the one droplet miss. But unfortunately, Philippines just slightly too strong. Germany really ran out of options once the no-mod pool was expended. Philippines, the victors, they advance to finals week for the first time in their history, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Germany, unfortunately, have to
It's not finals week. Yeah, it's not quite finals week. They advanced to the top 8 to day 2 of the semifinals losers bracket.
Oh, they've still got one to play.
Yeah, they will play the winner of Finland-Mexico. They will play the winner of Finland-Mexico tomorrow, and the winner of that will go to finals week.
Still so much to do for all these teams, but unfortunately, it is Germany who exit the tournament at this stage. Great performance by them. They've had some very challenging matches, and they've put on some amazing performances. We had Genoshi Gang, which we'll all remember for a long time to come. But unfortunately for them, it is Philippines who take this slot. So that will conclude the first three matches, 2 losers bracket and 1 winners bracket matches from the 2019 Oscatch World Cup semi-finals. We have 3 to play.
Yep, and the next one will be in 4 hours. It's Finland against Mexico. Winner of that will face the Philippines. And if you think about it, JBH, it means that we're guaranteed to see a new country in finals week. Either the Philippines, Finland, or Mexico will clinch a finals week spot.
Yes, and I think looking forward to this next match, obviously we'll cover it more closer to the time when the match actually takes place.
Yeah.
This is a really exciting matchup. Finland and Mexico, both awesomely strong hard rock teams, great hidden rosters as well, and 2 teams that have really punched above their weight. Like, we know Finland were a top seed this year. They were the lowest top seed, and we thought, okay, they have some really good players, but everyone still kind of thought, like, if one top seed team was going to get, like, knocked down and not perform to expectation, it was going to be
Finland.
Because they have really kind of answered the critics. And Mexico, they stomped Poland 6-0, and they took US to a 6-4 game, like obviously last year's runners-up. So they definitely look strong by